Hi guys, welcome back to Abby the Star Wars Stories. Today we're going to be talking about Fives. This is part 2 of the 3-part series. We're going to be talking about Darkness on Undar, which I'm really excited about. First things first, I thought it was funny whenever Fives, because this is the first time he's actually mentioned as ARC Trooper Fives, so I think it's pretty cool whenever Fives is like, hey, and Anakin's like, hey, we're going to be working with ARC Trooper Fives. And Rex's like, yeah, and Rex's like, it's good to have you back, and Fives just like, yeah, like the good old days. And it's pretty cool just seeing that, like seeing that Rex kind of missed him, you know? Rex kind of missed working with him and having on the battalion. And then the next thing that we see is whenever they're hiking through and they step on that vine thing, and one of the shinies gets picked up, and then Fives gets picked up, and that scream that he lets out is just, I love it. It's so funny and kind of classic. And then once he gets himself straightened out, he grabs a detonator and it's like, here, you want this? Just drops it. And I thought it was amazing. I thought it was pretty funny. Next thing we see is getting to just see everything that happened. And whenever Commander Corral comes on and Anakin has to go back to Coruscant, and Commander Corral comes on, he's like, everybody stand at attention. Well, he's talking to Rex, and then once he walks up, he's like, okay, dismissed. And then we see Fives just do that, with that kind of like sass, like, really, do we have to follow these orders? Like, General Skywalker wouldn't have us do this? Do we really have to follow these orders? And Rex is just like, you, really? I gotta deal with you now too? When they're walking along and all that, and it's funny seeing them like walk along. He's like, why are we following orders? Like, these are really difficult orders to follow. We're gonna lose a lot of men doing this. Why do we have to follow them? And why aren't we getting respect? General Skywalker wouldn't do this. And he's like, well, as long as we give Corral the respect he needs and he wants, and we follow his orders, there should be no arguments. We'll be fine. Just do what you're told. Do it without complaining. Simple as that. So they do it. They follow their orders. They do it blindly. And then the next thing we see, they're in another battle. And after that, we have problems because they have those birds that fly down, take 2 of their men, and Corral does his thing, saves them. He's like, does anybody else want to play with the animals? And they're like, no. And after that, they enter another battle. And that's just kind of funny to see. And then he's like, do you see that? We just lost a lot of men to Corral because he's being reckless. And Rex is like, follow the orders. Don't do anything about it. Just follow the orders. No. Rex is a very follow orders guy. He doesn't want to get any trouble. He doesn't want to do anything wrong. And Corral and Fives is very kind of reckless, I guess I could say. Like, he's not reckless, but he's not very big on following orders. He's more of a, I'll do it my way, or I'm not going to do it at all. He doesn't really like to do what he's told unless it's actually a good plan. But Corral's was not a good plan. Storming the Capitol almost immediately wasn't a good plan. And I thought it was funny after that, whenever he's like, well, General Corral, we can't really do that. That's kind of a bad idea. It's a terrible idea to do. And we should do this strategy. And Corral's like, understood, your thing has been heard. And to be honest, it was pretty good, you know, you did your thing. And I thought it was funny how Fives was like, I think he almost gave you a compliment after Corral got done talking to Rex about that. And he's like, I think he just gave you a compliment. And I thought that was pretty funny. I was laughing, and then they get into, and then they're attacked, and then Fives is like, are we really gonna make it to the Capitol? And Fives and Rex is like, I'll get back to you on that, Fives, if we make it out of this one. And the next thing we see, they did end up winning. They did end up taking over, and they did really good. And this is the next episode. This is the next episode after Darkness on Undar. This is the next episode we're going to. And I thought it was pretty cool just seeing after they win that. Fives is like, that was really reckless of him just to leave us there, like what we were supposed to do. And then they get another order to just storm the Capitol, straight through this line, don't fall back. And they did end up falling back in the last episode. I'm talking about the last episode a little bit more. They did end up falling back. General Corral wasn't happy about that. And he took and Fives came up and was like, Rex, I was like, General Krell, listen to Rex, he knows what he's doing. And General Krell rips out his lightsaber and almost has Fives for it, and it's like, you stay in your order, clone. Just because you're an ARC trooper doesn't make you special. Like, okay, well, getting all feisty over here. Okay, and then we move on to the next episode, and they win that battle, and then General Krell gives them more orders that there's a space alongside the capital area that they need to go get for them to stop having supplies. So he tells them to storm it. It doesn't work. They get caught into another battle, and they are able to do that. But then once they get out of that one, they almost get immediately back into another one, these giant spider-looking things. And with their machinery is not working. It's not doing enough. And General Krell is telling them to stop doing that, to leave their own men behind, and not to fall back. They keep falling back, they're all going to be court-martialed. And of course, Rex doesn't want that, so he's like, men, we're going to do this. And Five's like, I'm not going to lead them into another mission. That is a terrible idea. We will get hurt, we will lose a lot of men. I'm not doing that. And Rex is just like, Fives, you need to be supportive. You're an ARC trooper. You need to show them courage, bravery. You need to do this. You could get in trouble as well as I could. You know that. We all could. And he's like, I'm not going to lead them into a mission. That's a terrible idea. And Rex is like, you're going to have to do it. I'm your commanding officer. I tell you to do it. So he does it. Not wanting to, but he does. And then there we are. So they get on to the next battle, and Rex is like, you know, he said there might be a different way to destroy these. And Five's like, yeah. He's like, go do it. So they go along, and then we get to see Hardcase a lot closer up, and I thought it was pretty cool getting to see Hardcase a lot more. Getting to see Hardcase a lot more, and he's like, let's just go do this. Let's just go do this right off the bat. Let's just go. And Rex is not Rex. Fives is like, no, let's take it slow. Let's do a sneak attack. That's what we were told to do. And he's like, no. He's like, why are you even like this? He's like, I heard there's a genetic leak in my area, and I just kind of was like this. I was just kind of engineered like this. And so I was like, okay, whatever. So he's like, find a way to climb that tree, Hardcase. And Hardcase's like, I don't really want to do that. And Five's just like, do it. So that he climbs the tree, and he's throwing a whole big fit, but he's like, I don't want to do this, Hardcase says. Well, Fives is setting up some detonators along the tree to kind of make a distraction. And they get up there, and Fives almost falls due to those bat-looking things. He almost falls. And Hardcase ends up getting that one down, getting tackled. They set off the detonators, and the distraction is gone. They get some of those planes, and I thought it was funny, the laugh that Fives just lets out. It's amazing. I'm like, okay. I thought that was really, really funny to see that laugh, and just to see how it went. I thought that was pretty good. And then also, just seeing everything that happened was really funny too. And then, like, just seeing how they couldn't figure out how to fly them, but they still ended up getting their mission and getting it done, and they stormed the thing, and they got all the base captured. And I thought it was funny, whenever they came up at the end of that, they're like, well, Hardcase's reckless flying, he still managed, and you guys did a good job. And Rex comes up and gives them the report of how many men are gone, and General Krell's like, they're men. They know what they signed up for, and you can tell it makes Rex kind of furious. He's not happy about it now, because he's, lost a lot of men already. He doesn't want to lose any more. And Fives comes up and is like, no, don't do anything right now. And Fives isn't happy about it either, but he doesn't really know what to do. So jumping to the third episode, and I'm only doing 3 episodes in each of these videos, so jumping to the third episode, they're talking, and they realize that they're like, I thought we wiped out all of their stuff. And General Krell is like, nope, there's a ship, there's a carrier up there that is supplying them ammunition. Therefore, we are having more trouble than we thought we were. So they're having trouble. They're having trouble destroying this base, and so Rex suggests, hey, we'll take up some of these fighters to destroy it. And General Krell's like, no, we don't have any trained pilots, and that's just a bad idea. We're just going to go straight for the capital. We're not going to do that. And Rex is kind of annoyed about it, but he follows the orders, and he goes back through to the barracks, and he's talking to Fives, and he's like, well, I suggested this idea, but General Krell said no, so we're not going to do it. And Five's like, well, why don't we just do it anyway? Well, Five's kind of being reckless, but still doing his own plan. He's like, why don't we just do it anyway? We can train ourselves, we'll be fine. And Rex says no, walks out of the room, and Fives goes after him. He's like, why don't we just do it? We've broken so many orders before this, why would it matter now? And he's like, because this is actually important. We don't want to break these orders. This is a different general than what we're used to, and his plans seem to be working. Just, we're losing a lot more people than we thought we would. And so Fives kind of is mad and storms back into the barracks, and Rex is like, where are you going? He's like, to go find pilots, because Fives is going to do it anyway. And Rex stops and is like, you know you'll be court-martialed, you know that will happen. And Fives is like, I'm going to do what's right, because that's Fives, his personality. He wants to do what's right, even if that means getting him in trouble. He doesn't want to, he doesn't want anybody to get hurt. He doesn't want to lose any more brothers, because he's already lost a lot. He lost Echo. He doesn't want to lose anybody else that he's close with. He's already lost a lot of brothers in this fight. He doesn't want to do that anymore. So they go off. He recruits Jesse and Hardcase. Jesse and Hardcase go along and are fine with it. And they are in the base now. They're in the hangar. And I think it's funny whenever Hardcase is trying to figure out how to fly this, and he's like, what do we do? And Fives are like, well, I'm trying to figure it out. And all that. So they figure it out. Although they did destroy the hangar, and they had to make a pretty good story on why the hangar was destroyed. They're like, these things were booby-trapped. General Carl's like, okay, just lock them down. We don't want anything else to happen. I don't want anything else to be booby-trapped. So they do. They sneak off at night. I guess I don't really know what time of day it is, but assuming seeing as how it's a lot darker than it was, it's probably night. I just thought it was funny whenever Rex stops them, and he's like, you will be court-martialed for this, and once you're back down here, I can't help you. I can't. It's like, this is your last chance to stop. You don't have to do this. And they're like, we're going to do it anyway. So they get up there, and I thought it was funny whenever he's like, well, I have an idea of how to do this. General Skywalker said whenever he was a boy, he destroyed one of these things. So I have an idea of how to do this. So they do it. They get it done. They lose Hardcase, sadly. Hardcase sacrificed himself to do it. Really sad about that. I really like that character. I know we only got introduced to him in that 3 episodes, but it was sad, You kind of, they feel like it's definitely Star Wars, You grow to love a character, and then they just get rid of them. Just like they did with Tech. Not my favorite thing. You grow to love Tech. You've known him for 2 seasons, and then all of a sudden he's just gone. So we lose Hardcase. And he comes back down. He tells Rex that we lost Hardcase, but we did. And Rex's face, whenever we saw that the base was destroyed, he was super happy about that. The smile on his face was super cool. And just seeing how that went was really cool. And then, but they do end up getting court-martialed by General Krell. He calls them to the top of the lookout. He calls them, and they do get court-martialed, and they do get in trouble. And Rex tries to take the blame for him. And Fives isn't allowing it. Fives not going to. And Fives did end up losing Hardcase, which he was not happy about. He didn't want to lose Hardcase. And we do see that Rex tries to take the blame for him. Rex knows that he won't get court-martialed because he is a commander, but he doesn't. But Fives is not allowing it. Fives takes the blame. He says that I'll take the appeal. It was my idea. It was Rex tried to stop me. I didn't do it. I didn't follow his orders. I did it knowing that I could get court-martialed. He takes the blame, gets court-martialed, and the episode cuts off. And that is all I have to say for the second video of ARC Trooper 5s. I hope everyone has an amazing day. May God bless. Bye.